So what? Fucking alleviate some of it at least. He's right. He's fucking right. What's the argument? Just die? Dude, I fucking hate these people. They're so sick. They're so sick. This guy, literally a villain. What he's saying is just what villains say, okay? Textbook villain shit, dude. Oh, come on. What are you going to do with the $600? You're going to fucking die anyway. Oh, my God. Jesus loved that economics. Isn't this the fucking weirdo cult freak, too? Isn't this Gordon Ramsay or Dave Ramsey? The fucking... Hold on. Isn't this like the fucking cult guy? He's like Christian, but he also does like Christian finance. Am I crazy? He's the Christian finance guy, right? This is the exact reason they needed the stimulus check, LMAO. Oh my lord, dude. There's Talk Radio Andy over here, who himself has fucking declared bankruptcy! Nothing makes me more of a fucking annoying atheist than seeing someone like this portray themselves as a fucking man of God and see zero repercussions from it. There is no fucking God when you see this, okay? There is no God. There is no justice. There's no fucking karma. There's no fucking spiritual bullshit. You see a guy like this. You see Henry Kissinger fucking alive. You see Dick Cheney be totally comfortable in society. You see George W. Bush get welcomed back with open arms. And you still think there's a fucking God? Look at this guy. There's no fucking God, but there are demons. And this motherfucker is one of them.
Your life. And that's not talking down to folks. I've been bankrupt. I've been broke. And I work with people every day who are hurting. I love people. I want people to be lifted up. But this is, again, it is just political rhetoric, and it's just throwing dollars out there. It's peeing on a forest fire. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I love that, dude. I love that. Prosperity gospel is one of the most disgusting things ever, okay? This motherfucker... How did you claw yourself out of bankruptcy? One, government help. And two, more importantly, getting a bunch of fucking morons to give you money that are in worse situations than you by preaching to them about the prosperity gospel. This is just like when those weirdo fucking self-help people, okay, they tell you like get rich quick schemes, right? Okay, is the get rich quick scheme just teaching other people how to do get rich quick schemes? Because that's the way you're making your money. Is this class going to tell me how to con others so I can write a fucking shitty ebook and you know, make my own get rich quick scheme? Because anything outside of that is fucking bullshit, because that's how you're making your money. Proven biblical money principle.
Clemson had a pretty good day too, didn't they? Yeah. In South Carolina, work was a verb. He didn't think it was management theory. So when we went off to college, while I was going through 4 years of school, we worked 40 to 60 hours a week. Some of y'all worked when you were in college. How many of y'all worked when you were in college? You know what I'm talking about. And none of you died from it. The ones that died aren't here. So. These days they call it. So everybody's got something, right? And you put a little money in your hand, have a problem with lying. You think this is...
Okay, I can't watch this. It's so boring. Anyway. I hate this pig fuck. I hate him. I hate him so much. And no, it's stand-up shit because he's charismatic. That's it. That's the only reason why he's worth 500 million. The argument is every time people complain about it, it's because it's too hard, it gets easier, quality declines, and it has bad implications in society. Same argument can be made about debt handling here. If America's such an individualist society that we believe if one person suffers, we all should. It's like socialism, but for pain. Socialize the pain and suffering, but not the benefits and prosperity. No one even fucking actually believes that. Like, no one believes that. No one believes that we should socialize the pain. That motherfucker certainly is not taking any of your pain. You know what I mean? We watched him in my financial literacy class. I kind of thought he was a dumbass. Wait, really? People buy their books and give to their broke kids. Literally happened to me. Oh my God, that's so sad. Not an edgy LARPer, Hasanabi. Not him, no. What? I don't know what that means. My parents have bought me 4 books from this guy, and I cannot contemplate even opening them. Oh my God. Dude, America's so fucked. Never mind. I take it back, dude. There is no salvaging this fucking country. It's so fucking broken. I am constantly surprised. Like, when I think I know America, there is a new layer of the onion that peels, and oh my God, is it stinky, okay? A new layer is peeled and revealed to me that no, things are, as a matter of fact, way worse. When you hear about like normal human beings who probably like this guy because they think he's a godly dude and that he is like a brilliant fucking, he has like a brilliant point of view on economics. Everyone knows you work for Iran, you fucking spy. Yes. He's the Jesus of upper middle class white men. It's so fucking crazy. What? I can't get over him being like, remember working 40 to 60 hours while going to school? Yeah, dude, remember child labor back when we had real work ethic? Well, also, remember working 40 to 60 hours while we were going to school? Hey, fuckface. When you were working 40, 60 hours while going to school, you could fucking buy a home. Okay? Now you work 40 to 60 hours while going to school just so you can fucking afford a textbook. Things have changed, huh? Things have sure changed a lot since back in like 1937 when you went to fucking college, you bald fuck. And you still went bankrupt, you fucking broke loser. Well, now not anymore, obviously. He tells Pooper that the main vehicle for wealth creation is their income, like he doesn't make his money off investing in capital. I mean, he's right. For a poor person, the main vehicle for wealth creation is their fucking income. But that's also like what a fucking stupid take. So he just tells poor people to get a job? Really? Wow. Please give me $7 gorillion. Hey, poor people, get a job. It's your fault that you're poor. Poverty is a mindset. Thank you for coming to my fucking TED Talk. You all now owe me $10 million. Fuck! Never thought of that before, dude. Fuck, dude. What? Yeah. Guys, you just have to scroll up to $68,000 on Indeed. Like, some of you fucking simpletons have been just stopping your scroll at the $30,000. So I don't know what you're doing. You should literally just take your finger and scroll all the way to the right, dummy. Ha! You fool! You don't understand! Gotta have that $1,000 phone. What? He says shit like, don't buy avocado toast. My husband listened to him and Graham Stephan religiously. Oh no, dude. Don't buy shit like avocado toast. Like, anyone that brings up memes like that as though it's like serious financial advice should never be taken seriously for the rest of their fucking lives, okay? First of all, there is a secondary, really, really gross mentality that's couched into that rhetoric, which implies that like poor people can't fucking, have fun and are not allowed to have fun because you're fucking poor, which I find to be abhorrent and disgusting, okay? Like you're not supposed to have anything that gives you pleasure in life if you're poor. And that's nasty as fuck. And secondly, like avocado toast is not putting a fucking dent into your budget, okay? When there's budget shortfalls built into your existence. Like college education being so expensive and student loan debt being a gigantic burden. What does that say? As someone also pointed out, but like, what does that say about American society when we're the wealthiest nation on earth, but fucking fruit on bread is considered a luxury that the working poor should not be able to afford? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. We are doomed, okay? I'm a bookkeeper. I do budgeting. My personal budget for food is virtually unaffected by eating fast food versus cooking at home. I've been eating at home for the entirety of last year, and I'm still in the exact same financial situation. He hates debt, says that's everyone's problem. He would literally nut himself if you explain your financial situation to him. And yes, he usually tells people to get a better job. Okay, but how, motherfucker? Like, again, that's the point. It's like, oh, just get a better job. Oh, all right. Let me just get a better job, dude. Like, I saw the fucking Red Scare girls, I think it was like Dasha or something, tweeting like a fucking weirdo reactionary about how, like, anyone could just fucking pick up a podcast. Like, just work hard or some shit. Oh, fuck, I gotta find the tweet. It was so stupid. It is, like, uniquely stupid. And these people say stupid shit all the time. I mean, they're entertaining, but sometimes they say, like, really fucking dumb shit. And I don't mean, like, I'm a himbo type dumb shit, like really fucking dumb shit. Oh, let me see if I can find it. I have to show you this. It's so stupid. What the fuck? I am slowly but surely turning into... Oh, it was Anna. From Red Scare. She said, people seem weirdly bitter that I can actually begin to support my family for the first time in my life instead of taking the right lesson from it. Which is, if I can do it, so can you. They're so bitter. Don't fucking go to her profile. I've never shown her profile before. I don't want you to go and fucking harass her or some shit. Which is, if I can do it, so can you. They're so bitter they're living stupid defending their corporate bosses and managers. Lol. Okay. So, if I can do it, so can you is such an idiotic take. When people come to me and they say like, oh, how can I be a fucking streamer? I don't tell them like, oh yeah, it's fucking easy. It's not. You know how fucking lucky I am? One, I'm lucky on my spawn point. Two, I'm lucky that I at least still had nepotism to help me in the beginning. Like I had an entry point into at least some form of fucking content creation from Jank. It's not literally being an industry plant like or anything like that, but I have dream luck. Okay, I have fucking dream luck. It doesn't mean I didn't work insanely fucking hard. Okay? That doesn't mean I didn't work insanely hard and still don't work insanely hard to this day, every single fucking day. But there is an incredible amount of luck. So acting like, anyone could just do this. It's so easy. You just fucking quit your job and start podcasting. Like, what are you, crazy? Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? Just date another successful podcaster. Sometimes he had to play Zelda for 6 hours instead of working. It was horrible for him making all the decisions he wanted. Are you talking about me? What? GTRP is hard work, huh, buddy? Guys, I'm not saying my fucking job isn't incredible. I'm literally in the process of describing to you that this is, I'm an incredibly fortunate person. You repeating that point of view does not change the reality that I still fucking do 12 to 13 hours of fucking content to thousands of people every fucking day. Like, it's just, I don't know what to tell you. Oh no, says the millionaire. As an amateur streamer, there's so much work to be done that people don't understand that goes into it behind the scenes. It's not just playing a game, it's so much more. Guys, I worked a fucking office job. Like, I'm sorry, but I obviously would prefer my situation to that, clearly, okay? But you're not fucking working 8 literal hours, okay? You don't have 30,000 fucking managers up your asshole yelling about every little thing you do and telling you like, oh, you have a zit today. Oh, you're a little off today. What's wrong? Did something incredibly personal happen in your life? Probably not, but I'm going to make up a rumor that it did and fucking talk about it for the rest of the day. Like, every job has its own fucking complications. I'm still in an incredibly fortunate position, way better off than virtually 99.9999999% of the population. But don't act like your fucking office job that requires you to literally watch me while you sit there and act like you're fucking doing busy work is the most difficult menial task you've ever engaged in. Okay? Yeah. Half of you motherfuckers are laughing currently because you're literally watching me on your fucking headsets at work right now. And you should. Boss makes $1, you make a dime. That's why you fucking watch Hasanabi on the company time. I've worked in retail, manual labor, and an auto shop, and retail is by far the hardest job I've ever done. Like, I don't even agree with, there are streamers who used to do retail who say that streaming is more difficult than retail because you have, again, customers that are incredibly fucking annoying and stalker-like and think that it's allowed. And I don't believe that at all. Remember, we had this conversation before. I think retail is incredible, way more difficult than this. Like, people shit on you. People literally exercise their insecurities, unload their insecurities onto you. They get shit on all day by their bosses, and then they come to the fucking restaurant to shit on you. To be your boss for a brief moment. So no, I have profound respect for the people in the retail, people that fucking work like service industry jobs. 100%. But there's a lot of fucking like mid-level managers who are like, oh, you call what you're doing a job? Try fucking acting like you're working on an Excel spreadsheet for 12 hours. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. I did what you did. I mean, it's still shitty because ultimately you're still alienated from your labor. And ultimately, you're still doing something that's completely fucking meaningless, and you're getting paid a wage to just run out the clock all fucking day long while you maneuver through weird social interactions with people that you normally would not want to be around, while you fantasize about fucking that one girl at work that you're never going to fuck, and you shouldn't. Okay? That's fucking working an office job for the most part, knowing that your job could very easily be replaced by artificial intelligence tomorrow. But for some fucking weird reason, your corporate overlords have not recognized that reality. Because, and here's the real reason why they haven't recognized that reality, because you're cheaper than the fucking AI. That's it. That's literally it. The only reason why you still have that bullshit job is because replacing you with a machine right now is just more expensive. That is uncomfortable as fuck. Please stop. It's the reality. And part of the reason why I know about my target audience is because I was the target audience. I've been in this situation. I worked at Toys R Us for $8.75 an hour, and I still have nightmares about it 10 years later. Not retail, though. I'm sorry, I watched you during my shift at a COVID testing facility, and I think you work a little less than me. Please forgive me for thinking you sound like a spoiled bitch trying to get working class valor. I'm not trying to get working class valor. I'm not at all. I'm just saying that this job has its complications while also admitting that I am more fortunate than virtually every single person on the fucking planet. And also, my job is more difficult than you. Stop complaining is a fucking idiotic argument, because then I can just retaliate with, well, there are child slaves in Indonesia, and here you are complaining about your fucking job. Imagine being a part of the labor aristocracy and fucking complaining. Come on. Disgusting. There are literal slaves. There are literal sex slaves on this planet, and here you are complaining about your fucking 9 to 5. I don't even need to go that far. There are literal homeless people in America, and here you are complaining about your fucking cushy job that you do 9 to 5. Anyway, now that I've done that, top of the hour every hour, it's time for the second ad break of the day that I forgot to run again. A contractual obligation by my overlords, i.e. Jeff Bezos, but not for too long. 6-second ad break. If you want to avoid them, you can subscribe, which will come down to 2 cents an hour by last year's performance standards. If you subscribe with a $5 subscription, that is, or for free by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, which would be 0 cents an hour. That is what that content gets back to you on. Here's the fucking ad. Or ad block, which is free, but apparently fucks up all different sorts of things. At least you aren't an Amazon worker being forced to work graveyard shifts. No, guys, I know. I already said that fucking there are an infinite amount of jobs. Most jobs, if not all jobs, are worse than mine, especially for someone like myself. I am incredibly fortunate. I recognize that all the time. I mention it all the time. I talk about it all the fucking time. But I don't know what else to say. Like, I still work. Yeah, I fucking hate this guy. I'm getting him off the screen. What a fucking gnarly piece of shit. By the way, you didn't run the Gamba yesterday when hitting the lick. Can we do some today? I'm itching. I've worked since I was 16, from retail to now computer programming. All these jobs were hard in their own way. The difference is the entry point. Not everyone can do what I do now, just like not everyone can be a streamer. Nobody wants to watch my balding 34-year-old ass stream. We do need UBI. Why don't everybody do it if it's so easy? It's impossible. It's not easy. And everyone recognizes that it's not easy, but luck plays a significant role in it. That's the thing. It's not just fucking hard work. Like, what, you think the streamer that's currently streaming in the bottom of this directory right now is not working hard to 0 fucking streams? You think there isn't a single fucking 0 viewer streamer right now that isn't fucking streaming 6 to 8 hours a day? There are thousands of them. I'm a fucking outlier. I'm incredibly fortunate. I work very fucking hard, but I'm also very, 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 very lucky. Okay? And I'm being honest. I work hard. I work smart. But also on top of that, and more significantly than most of those factors, is that I'm insanely fucking fortunate. So I get very upset when people that are that fortunate, okay, act like it was just a consequence of how hard they fucking worked. I hate people that are always like, oh, you think your job is hard at construction, 15 hours a day. It's so weird to be condescending because your work sucks more than the work of others. People forget your job doesn't stop after you finish a 14-hour stream. I mean, yeah, but still. You are lucky because of nepotisms and getting work at TYT giving you exposure. Yeah, that's why every single person that worked at TYT is now sitting with 35,000 people watching them in the middle of the day. Like literally, including TYT itself. Like, straight up. Also, I literally acknowledge that, by the way. I acknowledged that in the beginning of the conversation. I don't know why you consider that to be an own. Shroud streamed for one person for like a year before he got lucky with Reddit clips, and obviously the team's chat contacted him through those clips. But he also put in a lot of work for those streams, so streaming is really just a combo of the two. Success is always a combo of the two. No matter what. No matter what, success is always a combo of the two. You have to not just the two. There's just there's a multitude of different factors that come into play when you think about someone who's successful. And it's never guaranteed. Okay, but Shroud was also a fucking pro CSGO player on the best NA team before he was a streamer, lol. I think if Hassan was ugly, he would have less than half of his current viewership. No, that's just your own personal insecurities coming out in a very weird way. I like that so many people also are showing their asses by saying probably, though. Guys, we've literally tested this. There is no reason to even have this conversation. We straight up tested this. I've been doing 11-hour fucking streams with no camera, and my viewership in comparison to the rest of the gaming streams is higher than ever. It's still half your normal count. Yeah, but that's just because it's gaming, not because of my fucking face. And it's still higher than the rest of my gaming streams. So there are plenty of studies out there that show people in fortunate positions mentally downplay luck and overplay hard work in their personal situation. Well, I guess I'm the fucking outlier in that circumstance because I do not downplay luck as a significant factor. What the fuck? Because people know how you are? Wait, oh shit, I accidentally timed them out. Fuck. How do I is it just unbanned? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I was just clicking on your profile to see what you were saying. I unbanned. We're short on actual news today. Thanks, Biden. No, we're not short on actual news. Don't you think your ego might be a little inflated? Really? My ego is a little bit inflated because we're currently having an argument with 30,000 people in here saying I'm actually hot and that's why I'm successful. Whereas I say, no, I mean, looks certainly factor into it, but it's not half the fucking viewership in the way that that person mentioned it. It's hard. It's hard. I'm currently having a stun lock where people are saying, no, you're really fucking hot and that's why you're so fucking successful. What do you want me to do? Also, I recognize how fortunate I am. My physical appearance is a part of that. Also, I mentioned that I'm already fortunate, but we're doing that thing in chat where we're doing that. We're at the stage of today's broadcast where like chat literally repeats things I've already said, but in a contentious way to make it seem like they're owning me. I'll be like, I'm very fortunate. My spawn point was great. I have a lot of privileges that allowed me to be a successful streamer early on. I was insanely fucking lucky. Sure, I worked hard. And chat will literally hear that and go, yeah, you're only successful because you're lucky. Okay. Well, that was the argument that I was making anyway. So let's get to a person who has never been lucky and is just a hard worker, Mike Huckabee. Let's see what this ad on Newsmax had to say.
News. Mike Huckabee's education company wants to help your family to celebrate President Trump and all that he has accomplished as our president. For a limited time, you can get the Kids Guide to President Trump for free. This fun kids guide will help your kids learn all about the president's greatest achievements. What's more, it's part of a very special gift bundle that includes a free kids magazine and free video lesson too. To learn more and order the Kids Guide to President Trump gift bundle, just visit freetrumpguide.com. That's
There's no way this is real, right?
Grandparents, great news.
Hey, grandparents, great news.
Mike Huckabee's education company wants to help your family to celebrate President Trump and all that he has accomplished as our president.
Honestly, like, America's so awesome. Because, like, the shit that we see in North Korea that happens because they're in a dire situation as a consequence of being shut out from like the global marketplace and all geopolitical conflict that they're involved in. We do that. We do the excesses of hero worship and idolization of our figures, our political figures. We do that to ourselves on purpose for funsies. Okay? Like, people, if this was Kim Jong-un, okay, and someone recovered this as an artifact from North Korea, everyone would be like, ha, look at these fucking crazy people and their indoctrination. We are literally doing it to ourselves for funsies. It's great. It's awesome. I can't. Wait, where did the link go? That was a terrible link. I'm American, but I grew up in London. Holy shit, when I learned that this is pledge every day in schools, I was shocked. Your views on Iran's foreign policy in the Middle East? I'm not going to get into that right now. So much lies about DPRK and Western media. Okay, TX Capita. You fucking back it up. All right, soldier? Mr. fucking, no, they're eating burgers every day in Jusha country. Immediately, motherfucker has to go left book in the chat. Immediately. Like, the moment you fucking give an inch. Nah, dude, I saw it, dude. They're like, look at this video. They're eating burgers every day. Like, they're so fat. Yeah, juicer country. No, there are. The further left you go, especially if you're on Facebook, the more you believe that like North Koreans actually love the situation that they're in, and they're actually eating burgers every day over there. Are you CIA? DPRK has dealt with COVID the best on the planet. Yeah, and that I'm CIA for disagreeing with that too. There was 100+ car pileup in Fort Worth this morning. Yeah, this is what happens when you all fucking move to Texas, okay? Yeah, there you go. Guess what? Here's the fucking outcome, dude. Everybody moves to Texas? What did you expect was going to happen? There are a lot of attractive streamers on Twitch who don't have anyone watching them. Hard work and bringing something new to the platform is why I think you are... Why I think you got where you are. Best politics streamer world. Oh, thank you. $100-car pileup. This is crazy. Do people fucking die? I don't want to look at it if there's like actual TOS and shit in there. 5 dead? Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Holy fuck. Anyway, don't move to fucking Texas. Dude, you're criticizing Western propaganda by preaching anti-Western propaganda? Yes, you're right. Indoctrination and idolization of figures is happening in like Eastern countries like North Korea and shit. Only is a product of Western propaganda that like literally doesn't happen. You're correct. I totally made that up. More North Korean prop.
Well, despite endless lies and attacks from Democrats in the media, President Trump and the administration fought for the country over the past 4 years, and now the network would like to share this tribute to his accomplishments. Take a look.
If, by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but are none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
As soon as I had to go get a fucking hoodie. Okay. As soon as I'm no longer immediately right in front of the camera while the fucking video ends, everyone loses their minds. Like, back in the day, you used to celebrate Hermie. Okay. You used to celebrate Herman. You used to say, wow, he's a better streamer. He doesn't fucking he doesn't pause the video every 20 seconds. Now you fucking cry. Where was his accomplishments? Just B-roll of him visiting shit?
Nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone. And so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but are none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
So, here, let's watch this.
우리 당과 국가 군대의 최고領導자 김정은 동지께서 미 합중국 대통령과의 역사적인 첫
I couldn't find a better one.
상봉하여 평양을 출발하셨습니다. 경의하는 최고領導
Oh my god, why is it so loud all of a
자
sudden?
동지와 도널드 J 트럼프 미 합중국 대통령 사이의 역사적인 첫 상봉과 회담이 6월 12일 오전 싱가포르 공화국에서 진행되게 됩니다. 경의하는 최고領導자 동지를 조선노동당 중앙위원회 정치국
Wait,
위원이
this sucks. I thought there was gonna be, you know, like the fucking parade videos and stuff that they make of him. That's what I thought they were gonna show.
당중앙위원회 부위원장들인 김영철 동지, 리수영 동지, 조선노동당 중앙위원회 정치국 위원이며 외무상인 리용호 동지, 조선노동당 중앙위원회 정치국 후보위원임.
No, that supposedly shows how Americans live that's not real. Can you run that Trump vid back? I wasn't able to come yet. A bit overweight. Hoggers. Have you covered any news about the violence towards Asian Americans, especially in the elderly in America? That's been happening a lot lately. I'm Asian American myself. We're not getting any media coverage over the murders of elderly Americans, Asians in places like the Bay Area. I've seen some of my Asian friends post about it. I haven't looked into it.
자고 새로운 혁신과 전제를
But I'm
법적
okay. This is mid as fuck. I thought we were going to watch like the fucking parade ones and shit. Anyway, whatever. The idolization is Does this make you feel good? Hell yeah, dude. Fucking gets me hard. You know I'm not getting fucking DMCA by North Korea, so I can play this fucking music all day, baby. Imagine I get fucking DMCA by North Korea. The Democratic People's fucking Republic, dude. Don't do it. But did he get DMCA by them instead of ICBM? Okay, dude. Sure. You realize the U.S. killed millions of civilians in the Korean War, right? They dropped more bombs on the DPRK than all of the U.S. bombing during World War II. Yeah, what? How you think that doesn't factor into the argument that I make about why DPRK is currently the situation is in the situation that it's in? Yeah, okay, but that's not. When I criticize North Korea, I'm not fucking avoiding that. There's a crumb of mismanagement. Yeah, just a crumb. Dude, what are we talking about? It's like, it's basically a fucking monarchy, dude. What are you talking about? Just a crumb of mismanagement. Just a little baby smidgen.
A suspect has been arrested following a string of attacks on Asian Americans in California's Bay Area. We want to warn you, these videos are disturbing to watch. Last month, a man was...
Okay, what are we doing? Oh my god, I'm sounding literally like fucking... Yeah, all right. You know what? Perhaps we shouldn't watch this, okay? Maybe we should avoid watching... an actual fucking breaking and entering / like racist violent attack. Oh, okay. So there was some other stuff that I was going to show you from the impeachment, but I assume the attacks on Asian Americans revolve around the hatred of Asian Americans because of COVID. Pushed by both Republicans and even some Democrats alike. Right? Anti-Chinese sentiment. I assume that's the reason why it's probably... I assume that's the reason why it's increased. Yeah. Anti-Chinese sentiment. Also, on top of that, COVID and COVID being linked back directly to China as though it's like the fault of the Chinese. And all Asians, of course. And this is something I personally understand as a Mena-boy, okay? It's the same energy. Racists who want to discriminate against non-white people oftentimes are not very good at figuring out whether someone is Chinese or not before they do their discrimination and just attack every Asian person. Just like racists are indiscriminate in their racist attacks when they go out and hurt Sikh people, thinking that they are Muslim. There's always a racialized component of this sort of xenophobia. We got a watershed moment going on right now. There's a video of Jim Cramer, who's a hedge fund manager, that was deleted, but I can't post links. I got DMCA'd and this is censorship. What? I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's a mix of people in Cali blaming the Asian population for taking jobs and slots in universities, as well as the increased rhetoric of Asian countries failing to deal with COVID. Even though South Korea, Vietnam, and Singapore have way better responses. Wait, every Asian country has a better response to COVID. Every single Asian country has done a better job. Is there even an exception to that? Or is it literally every Asian country? Not only is that every Asian, like literally every Asian country done a better job of dealing with fucking COVID, but even beyond that, like literally non-Asian countries that are close in proximity to Asian countries have done a good fucking job with COVID. Also, because the close to the Lunar New Year's, older Asians go withdraw tons of cash, making them targets for violent robbery. Oh yeah, that's true. But in order for someone to know that, then it wouldn't be a hate crime, right? Because like, in order for someone to know that, like, you would have to put a lot of fucking thought and effort into knowing like Asian culture or Chinese culture. So that wouldn't be a fucking hate crime. That would be someone robbing an Asian person, like assuming that they're gonna have more money. Nah, most Americans know. Really? Yeah, they'd be targeting the money, not the race. But yeah. I'm just thinking about like I'm thinking about like a woke robber in that way. Dude, even I know that. Zero Chinese culture. I mean, I know that because my aunt is Taiwanese. It's a really bad take, Hassan. I never knew that law. Back when I ran on the streets, I never say, hey, let's go rob the Asians because it's close to New Year's. I mean, I didn't even make a take. It's like robbing Christmas presents doesn't mean you're targeting Christians. You're targeting the presents. Yeah, kind of like that. Black on Asian violence has been happening in the Bay Area for decades, way before Trump and even COVID. Asians are targeted for being less likely to fight back, call the police, carry large amounts of cash in their homes. People that are educated about other cultures can't be racist. Percentage head Kappa. No, I'm not saying people educated about other cultures can't be racist, but people who are targeting Asian people specifically to do a hate crime wouldn't be doing that to I don't think they'd be doing that to just like rob them. I thought hate crimes is when you like want to fucking be hateful against a specific race or a marginalized community on the virtue that they are a member of the marginalized community. and not to like rob them of their money or something. It does. It seems similar to, as that person also said, like someone targeting people at like Black Friday. You know what I mean? Knowing full well that they're going to have a lot of gear on them after they go shopping. The motive in that circumstance is not driven by racial animosity. It's still a horrific crime, regardless. But I think but there is also specifically outside of that an increase in hate crimes, okay, which are racially motivated. That was the point I was trying to make. Yeah, I don't think that people are doing that because they're like, well, I know these guys. I know that the Lunar New Year is right around the corner, so we should go fucking hit a lick. And by what I mean by that is, let's go fucking find some Asian people, It's more, I feel like it's more so, I mean, that could be a separate thing that is an ongoing issue in the Bay Area. But then also on top of that, I feel like people are like, oh no, fuck these Asian people. Like, they are responsible for COVID. Like, fuck them. That sort of thing. What do you think the odds that the spineless Republicans vote to convict? I don't know. A lot of chuds are using this opportunity to shit on black people because they're the main group doing the robberies. Oh. Nah, not surprising that people are doing that. No, seriously, because the New Year is a lot about giving money. No, I know. What's the take, though? I mean, we know racism bad. How the fuck do you stop this kind of ignorance from whites shitting on blacks and everyone shitting on Asians? Well, we could definitely start by recognizing that Asian Americans they don't have like dual loyalty or some other fucking weirdo thing that people believe. One way to do that is by integration. It's the same concept as any other form of bigotry and racism. You fix it by integrating. Like, you're literally asking me, how do we solve racism? How the fuck do I give you an answer to that? Like, clearly remember the knee-jerk racism when COVID first hit. My mom and family got verbally accosted during the initial panic due to the people's inability to critically think and rationalize that a worldwide pandemic and not just a Chinese or Asian one. Yeah, 100%. We talked about it before when it was happening, but like saying that it's the China virus or saying it's the Kung flu or whatever the fuck, and people repeating it might be funny. And most people think like, oh yeah, whatever. These guys are being fucking super bigoted and look at how stupid they are and laugh at them. But there is still a consequence of that because there are actually very stupid fucking people who are like, oh no, it is literally the Asians that are responsible for this. We shouldn't eat Chinese food because we'll get COVID, or we shouldn't go to Chinatown because we'll get fucking COVID. I guess the Democratic Party's approach to combat that was Nancy Pelosi going to Chinatown, which in and of itself is symbolic purely and not all that successful. And even that was used against the Democratic Party, where they then followed that up by saying like, look at how fucking stupid Nancy Pelosi is. She went to Chinatown and like hugged Chinese people. It's like, okay. Yeah, she's stupid for going to Chinatown in America. Okay? Not because she went to fucking Chinatown, because Wuhan is now better off than fucking Chinatown. Okay? But not because she's not dumb because she fucking went to Chinatown and like hugged Asian people in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Does that make sense? The irony is that Asian countries have dealt with this issue significantly better than we have. And it's not Asian Americans that you should be afraid of. It's fucking Americans that you should be afraid of. Integration equals assimilation. Yeah, suck my dick. That stuff is really stupid. All right, shut up. Shut up. Yeah, you're literally talking to the most integrated fucking